Hello everyone, welcome back to your English language class. I hope all of you are understanding the points which we are discussing in the videos which we have uploaded earlier. But please do remember that you have to practice English language in continuity because it's not a one day's work. Every single day you have to practice the things, rules and regulations, writing essays and letters every single day so that it can improve day by day. Today we are going to begin with our next topic, which is about active voice and passive voice. For changing a sentence from active voice and passive voice, please do remember that it does not have to change the entire tense over there. Tense swapping is done in direct and indirect speech, but not in the active voice and passive voice. While changing a sentence from active voice to passive voice, we have to change the helping verbs over there which are used in a particular sentence. So, today we are going to discuss those very rules. There will be two different rules. The very first one will be the general rules which will be applicable for all the sentences, and then the proper rules according to the different tense itself. So, let us begin with the first of all general rules over there. While changing a sentence from active voice to passive voice, we need to follow different steps over there, and those steps continue with the very first one which we have to find out a subject, verb and object in a sentence. It's the very basic step and the most important also, because without this you won't be able to change a sentence. First one will be, we have to find subject, verb and object. What is the subject? As we have earlier discussed itself, subject is a doer of the action. What is the verb? Verb is the action itself, and object is receiver of that very subject's action over there. Those will be your object. So, first step is to identify subject, verb and object. See the sentence, I write a letter. In this very sentence, I is your subject, write is your verb and a letter is your object. Now comes the second point in the passive voice. Always remember that whenever we are going to begin with the passive sentence over there, our object will come at the place of the subject. That is also an easy way to recognize that whether our sentence is in active voice or passive voice. If our object is at place of subject, it is in passive voice. Then comes the third one. Verb will always be in its third form. This one is the most important because in passive voice, no matter which tense is there, whether it is present tense, past tense or the future tense, your verb will always be in its third form. And then the preposition by is used just after the verb. And at the last, your subject will change into particular pronoun over there. For example, if your subject was, here it is I, it will change into me in the sentence when we are going to write it in a passive form. For example, it is I write a letter is written by me, simple one. While changing your passive voice, all these are the common rules, but there are, according to the different tenses over there of the sentence, different rules. So, first of all, we will learn those rules. Those will be specific rules according to the specific tense over there of the sentence. First one will be simple present tense. Now we all know that what's the formation of simple present tense? It is subject plus verb's first form s or es with object over there. But in passive voice it will be how it will be? It will be object will be at the place of the subject plus which are the helping verbs that we are using in present tense? Those are is, am, are. Is used with single, am is used with I and are is used with plural. Out of these helping verbs we will choose according to the object which is our new subject in the sentence. After that it will be verb's third form over there, then your preposition by, and at the last your subject, which will be changed according to the formations itself. How subject will be changed? If subject is he, it will become him. If it is she, it will become her. If it was I, as in the earlier sentence, it will become me. Similarly, we can change those. Consider the example, the same example. I write a letter. Here in this sentence, your I was subject, this was verb, and this was object. So accordingly, first will come your object, a letter. A letter is a singular subject, so which helping verb we will choose? Is. Is used for singular one. Am is used with I, and are with plurals. So according to the new subject in the sentence, we will choose a helping verb. A letter is. Then which is your verb? It is write. So it will be in third form. What is the third form for the write? Write, wrote, written. A letter is written. Then will come your preposition by, and similarly the subject I will be changed into me. A letter is written by me. Similarly, we will follow all the steps over there. Only the change will be in the tenses used. Next comes present continuous tense. Now what's the formation of present continuous tense? It is subject plus ismr plus verb's first form plus ing plus object. So similarly it will be in passive voice, it will be object plus is, am, are plus being plus verb's third form plus your subject at the last. Change the same very sentence. It will be a letter is being written by me. That's all. Now the next sentence is present perfect tense. What's the formation for present perfect tense? That is, in general, what we are using in active voice, subject plus has a plus verb's third form. So those has a will be used in the passive voice also. Similarly, present perfect tense, subject plus has have plus verb's third form plus object, and in passive it will be object plus has have plus been plus verb's third form plus by plus your subject over there. Change the same very sentence in the passive voice also. This very sentence, what it will be? A letter has been written by me. Now please keep it in your mind that there is no passive voice for the tenses of perfect continuous tense in the past also, in the future also. But those can be treated as the exceptional cases where we will not form passive voice of the sentence over there. So it will be only up to this. Next will come your past tense, simple past tense. What's the formation for simple past tense? That is subject plus verb's second form plus object. Simple past. Right? And in passive voice it will be, which are the helping verbs that we are using in past tense over there? was and were. Was is used for singular one and were is used for plural one. So we can incorporate those. That will be object plus was or were plus it will be verb's third form plus by plus object. Change the same sentence what it was. A letter is a singular subject, it will be was. A letter was written by me. Next comes your past continuous tense. What's the formation of past continuous? Subject plus was were plus verb's first form with ing plus object, and in passive voice it will be object plus was or were plus being. Verb's third form with object over there, subject sorry, plus subject. Change the same sentence. How it will be? A letter was being written by me. Next will be your past perfect tense. What's the formation for past perfect tense? It is subject plus had plus verb's third form plus object. Similarly, in passive voice we will also use had. How it will be? Subject plus had plus been plus verb's third form plus by plus your subject. Change the same sentence. It will be a letter had been written by me. Now the next one comes for the future tense. Now please see to that in future tense also only the simple future tense and the future perfect will be changed into the passive voice. The later two will come into the exceptional cases. What's the formation of simple future tense? It is subject plus will or shall plus verb's first form with object, and in passive voice it will be object plus will or shall plus be, and here verb will be in third form only, plus by plus subject. Change the same example. A letter will be written by me, and the last one is future perfect tense. What's the formation of future perfect tense? It is subject plus will or shall plus have plus verb's third form plus object. So in passive it will be object plus will shall plus have, and been will be added to it, rest will be same. Verb's third form plus by plus object. So how it will change? A letter will have been written by me. Now as you have came across all these rules and regulations, you must have noticed that the basic structure of the sentence is same. Only the changes has been in the different helping verbs, that also according to the tense of the sentence itself. In the continuous tense, we have been using the very word being over there, right? And in the perfect tenses, we have been using been over there. And similarly, for the continuous tense, helping verbs has been changed according to the tenses itself. These are the different tenses and different formations for the changes. There are also another kind of sentences, for example, imperative sentences, where your subject is not clear over there. And those sentences will begin with the very word let. Later the rules will be same. Consider one example for those also. See the example. First of all, write the formation for the imperative sentences where subject is not clear. What it will be? It will begin with let. Let plus subject plus be, and later on the same things. Verbs third form and all those different things which we have done earlier. Consider the example. Shut the door. Here, no clear subject is mentioned in the sentence. Whenever we will not have any clear-cut subject in the sentence, we will begin it with the very word let. How it will be? Let the door be shut. That's it. So, these are the rules and regulations for changing a sentence from active voice to passive voice. Please go through this all, and if any kinds of queries are there, please mention in the comment section below. Thank you, and do try to solve the exercises also. Thank you.